We're Jenna and Jeremy, travelers, creators, and digital nomads.
We've made some crazy life choices that have led to some of the most fulfilling years of our lives, and we're thrilled to share it with you.
Follow our adventures as we explore more of this incredible planet Earth.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Quench Your Adventure. Now on to the good stuff. After spending 34 days in the special country of Chile and experiencing some insane natural beauty in Patagonia, it's time to head north. The flight from Santiago, Chile to Foz do Iguaçu, Brazil, crossed the Andes Mountains, and we had some serious turbulence, but thankfully we made it safe.
I'm wearing Jenna's shirt because I only had long sleeves that were easily accessible, and we are now in Brazil and it is warm. We made it safely, we are live, but we had the absolute worst turbulence on the flight that any of us have ever experienced out of the handful of people we talked to. I mean, truly, I don't exaggerate, and it was brutal. Some people were like screaming, very afraid. There was one guy, I mean, truly hyperventilating. He sat with, I think, someone he didn't know, like a professional breath coach or something, whatever, that happened to be on the flight as well for the entire remainder of the flight. And this happened at the very beginning of a 3-hour flight. Truly, if we didn't have seatbelts on, we would have flew into the ceiling. I mean, it was absolute chaos, but thankfully everyone had their seatbelt on. Nothing bad happened. A couple of people threw up. Jenna almost did. We made it to our place. We have another problem. That is, we're in country number 2 where we can't charge anything right now. This was the adapter that we bought when we arrived in Chile. We are in Brazil and it is different. It's one that we've not seen before, and our adapter that we have, we thought would be compatible with more places. This handy thing hasn't really been handy yet. I know it will be in a few places. I thought it was more universal when we left. A little naive, I guess. We'll figure it out, but for now, my phone's on 11%. Jenna, what you at? 20%. Almost 10 p.m. Everything's closed. I asked the gas station just if they knew anything. I can't, barely communicate though because it's Portuguese, and I don't want to use my phone too much because it's about to die. I guess we'll go to sleep, and hopefully tomorrow we won't have too much trouble figuring out a place where we can get some adapters and charge our stuff. Maybe we'll do a more official room tour. Might as well show it off. We just arrived. This place is ridiculously cheap. So small little kitchenette, a TV here. We do have a little cupboard, sink, mini fridge. I think that's a rice cooker, nice. A little cooktop, that's our big kitchen trash can. Okay, we do have a little closet space. We can hang a few things up. We've got 2 chairs with a pretty big desk. You can teach from here. Jenna's chillin' just took the hottest shower of our entire 5+ months of traveling. It was actually too hot apparently. Bed, how's it feeling? I haven't laid on it. It's decent?
Should be fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. We have AC that is kicking. It's still a little warm in here. And then the bathroom. We've got the Widowmaker water heater that worked really good. A little shelf in the shower, not bad, some hooks. 5 nights, okay. This place was on Airbnb. It's like a little apartment complex. $73 for 5 nights.
That's the cheapest out of everything
It is
we've ever
the
had.
cheapest. I mean, even a hostel would be, what is that, $14 a night or something?
So
that is
private everything?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. Stay tuned. Hopefully we have a good week here. For now, we need to get cleaned up.
Good
See ya.
night.
Bom dia, good morning. We got some good sleep, but all of our devices pretty much are dead. Jenna's is on 17%. I don't even know if we're gonna use it for a map. I think we're just gonna walk around, ask people for help, and see if we can find adapters to get this stuff charged. We might have luck on our very first place, like an electrics kind of hardware store. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's see, 18% charged and charging. Success. We got them! Don't you love when things just work?
Wow, that was 2 minutes down the street and we got
Truly.
so lucky. Like, what if we were staying in a whole other part of town?
The first place we walked in, he totally understood what we were asking. And I thought when I asked how much, he said 40. I misunderstood. I gave him a 50. Now this is 50 reals, which divided by 5, maybe 8 to 10 bucks, something like that. No big deal. Right? $5 a piece, whatever. That's totally fine and valuable. But it turns out it was 14, so divide that by 5. That's like less than $3 for both of them. That's totally fine and truly took us all of a few minutes. I'm very happy. I have my fancy tourist hat on that screams I'm not a local. It is a warm, sunny day. We have arrived to the bus station, about a 10-minute walk from where we're staying. It's this bus line 120, Parque Nacional. We're headed to the bird park today, probably not the falls. But there you go, Parque das Aves, bird park. All right, we didn't do the best job getting off the bus. We should have got off a stop that seemed like it was before the park. We stayed on anyway. We had to walk a little bit from the entrance of the falls, but it was no big deal, a few minutes. We just bought our tickets. I didn't even really pay attention to the price. It was 140 reals, so 70 per person. So what's that, like 12, 14 bucks? I think $14 per person. Beautiful entrance, Parque das Aves. Here we are. We got some koi fish and whatever else. We got a helicopter taking off right across to go see the falls, I guess. Absolutely the chunkiest iguana I've ever seen. Look at this sucker. He's smiling.
Yellow's orange. Wow.
We have returned. Before heading back for the day, we walked down a couple random side streets to try to hit the river that separates Brazil from Paraguay, and just further south downstream is also where the border of Brazil and Argentina and Paraguay, the three corners. There's some trash and whatnot, but some cool rocks and pretty falls down to the river. But I can see some people hanging out down on like a little beach. Hola, Paraguay. And a pretty decent drop here. I mean, not quite 100 feet, but. Good morning. We are back at the bus stop for another day, this time to the falls. We're heading to one of the largest waterfalls in the world. We made it to the bus stop and we're currently waiting in line. My hat is physically waiting in line for us because that's how they do it here. We made it. We bought our tickets in advance, so hopefully we can get a couple nice views as we head over to the falls. We are off the bus. There's a fancy schmancy hotel that we did actually reach out to see if they wanted to do some kind of brand collaboration. They did respond, but we're not necessarily interested. I figure I'll just take kind of some natural raw video as we walk around here just to show sort of the reality that it is one of the most visited as well. And there are plenty of people, even though we're one of the first groups to enter the park this morning. But apparently Brazil has the views, Argentina has the falls. Like 80% of the waterfalls are actually on the Argentina side. So I do believe we are looking at Argentina. Wow, the rainbow is epic! And the helicopter up above. Here's the reality of this place, is you're not ever gonna have it to yourself, but that's okay because it's nice to share such a beautiful place with plenty of strangers. We're all just standing here getting misted like crazy, enjoying this insane rainbow. We're now standing up along this edge. So we made it up to a higher level. Got this elevator that I think takes you back up to the road. We're at the very top now, overlooking the walkways that go out in front of the falls. It is pretty epic. One of the best views probably. We're in the sunshine now. Amazing, truly amazing. Let me give you a look. Not actually that many people up here at the very top. Pretty epic as well. Like if you look in the distance over there, it just looks like a normal calm river. And then they just drop into this absolute magnificent beauty. So I guess this is the 20% of Brazil here, and then just boom. Because keep in mind too, we walked for like a half mile or more And you know, there's giant waterfalls just all along there. Just unfathomable. I think that they're actually doing some rappelling. There's Mr. Guide about to load up, hop on some big boats, and man, it is hot. The sun is out. Tried to be strategic, the right side of the boat maybe being slightly better, going upriver, and most of the falls are on the Argentinian side. It's amazing how kind of calm and quiet, at least I think 3 miles. And we're just zooming upriver. Oh! That's it for this one, guys. What an incredible experience. Time to take some buses across the country of Brazil for more adventures. So thank you for watching. Like the video, leave a comment, and stay tuned.